put you in the position that you're in right now.
Right.
And I kind of wanted you to kind of elaborate on that for like other entrepreneurs who you might not be in a position just to have like a major business, but you can create opportunities with your natural skill set and just being able to prove that you can run a business properly to create those opportunities for yourself.
Absolutely, and we live in this era where it's so much easier due to social media. And one thing I had to learn, because I came up as a copy editor, and as a copy editor, like your name ain't on the front page, like your name ain't, somebody else's name in the byline, so they gonna get all the props, even though you the one that helped make the story dope. So I always had that humility in me, so I never thought about myself, putting myself out there. But for every entrepreneur listening to this, put yourself out there and use the opportunity of social media to do that. So you may have a lofty goal and dream to do something one day, but what you're doing right now is the first steps toward that. So if you have a business, you have something that you're working on or something you're working toward, use social media to be your advertising tool. Get on there, share everything you got, create pages and posts to go along with that. Use that to echo what you got. And then you never know who's gonna be watching. I did not know that the AL.com, before it even was AL.com, was reading Soul and Stereo. I didn't know that the future mayor of Birmingham was reading Soul and Stereo. But because I was eager to put my work out there and to share my experiences and to show people what I can do, I got the reward later on because I reaped what I sowed. I put that late groundwork and then it manifested later. So no matter how small it might seem now, make sure that you're always talking about what you're doing, sharing what you're doing. Go to networking events. Get out of the house. Go to networking events. Meet other people in the industries and fields that you're in so your name can circulate. And next time somebody needs something, your name might come to mind because you just talked to somebody. One of my greatest success stories is I had the great honor to mentor many, many young people here in Birmingham. I don't have kids for myself, but I think of these guys and girls as my kids. And one is this really talented young man who always wanted to be an entertainer, And he moved to Atlanta after he graduated, and he was just doing Instacart. And he's getting somebody's groceries one day for somebody else, and he's got on this outfit. He's a very flashy guy. And he ran into this dude at the store, and the dude was like, "It's a nice outfit you got. Where'd you get that from?" He was like, "Oh, I made it." He was like, "You made it?" He was like, "Yeah." The guy asked, "So what do you do?" He says, "Oh, I'm trying to be an actor. I do some things. I sing. I got a song, blah, blah, blah." That one conversation led him to the set of BET Movie with Neo, because he was in the right place at the right time, and he literally he was his own advertisement just because he was walking. He didn't know that his life was going to change that day, but everything led up to that moment. So if you're an entrepreneur, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to get out of the house and meet folks, because you never know where your blessings coming from.
And to piggyback out there, you pretty much walking proof of how important this is, but for other entrepreneurs, can you explain like how important it is to create your own content for your business?
Yeah, because you gotta have your own stamp on it. It has to feel authentic. I know a million people do album reviews or things on YouTube, but I always want Soul and Stereo to feel like Soul and Stereo, like nothing else out there. So make sure whatever you do, think about my boy in Atlanta. You look unique in every your walk. Physically and even like metaphorically. Make sure you're looking and walking in a unique manner. So there may be a business you emulate or a model that you like or somebody you aspire to be. I ain't gonna lie, take a little piece of it. Take a little piece. We talked about the source earlier. I took little pieces of that. I took a little piece from Vibe and some other writers that I like and enjoy. And I saw what worked. And I took little pieces and I put it on my own pot of gumbo and then was able to create what I wanted to do. So make sure you take little pieces to make you you, and don't be afraid to be you in that process. So you have to stand out. You don't want to be exactly like somebody else, because if you got two brands and they taste the same, you can go with the established brand. Like, you're not going to even taste something else. If you want something you want a Sprite, you're gonna get a Sprite, you're not gonna get fake Sprite. So you gotta be a completely different flavor, but throw your own lemon lime in there to give it a little bit of kick. So that's your opportunity to be you, but just don't lose you in the process.
Okay.